Good morning, one and all. Welcome to my channel Miracles of Math. So, in the previous lecture, we have seen what is the definition of a set, what are the different kinds of representations, that is, what is a roster form and what is a set builder form. So, today we will continue with that and we will see what are the different types in that. What are the different types of sets. So, let us come to an example where a number x is there such that where a number in the set A there is a element x such that x is a real number, okay, and x square is equal to minus 2. X square is equal to minus 2. Carefully observe that. Can ever a square of a number be negative? It can be 0 when x is 0. It can be positive when x is positive. It is positive when x is negative also. But can ever you get a negative here? Think any number 0, you get 0. Minus 0.1, minus 0.001, minus 1 lakh, square of all this. Are these negative numbers? So any number, does it satisfy this relation being a real number? Okay, you can bring the concept of complex numbers here. No, I'm not considering the complex number. I mentioned that x is a real number. So what are the elements that are satisfied by this relation? No elements at all. No elements at all. That means this set A has 0 elements. The set A has 0 elements. So if a set A has 0 elements, we say that set as empty set or null set, or it's also written as void set. All this is same. When a set consisting of only 0 elements in that means no elements at all, it is called an empty set or null set or void set, and we represent that set A as just empty brackets. Just an empty brackets, nothing written inside that. Or there is one more representation symbol for this, that is this one, a circle and a line. This is called phi, P-H-I. Okay, the pronunciation phi. Phi always represents an empty set. You shouldn't write empty set as in this way. This is wrong. This is not an empty set. If you carefully observe, this is a set consisting of the element phi. This is a set consisting of an element phi. But what is empty set? Empty set should not consist any element. 0 elements. Absolutely 0. So there are no elements here. So this is correct. Or the representation for this one is phi. But this is wrong. This says that it is having an element phi. Okay. So this is wrong way of representing the empty set. So this is the correct way of representing the empty set. I'll give you one more example. Set B such that x, an element x, such that x plus 2 is equal to 0 and x belongs to natural number. Very simple example, very straightforward example, no complications in that. X plus 2 equal to 0 and x should be a natural number. So what is the solution for this one? X plus 2 equal to 0 means x is equal to minus 2. Plus 2 will go here, it becomes minus 2. When x is minus 2, can we say that the answer is minus 2? No. Why? X is a natural number. So, do minus 2 comes in natural number? No. Minus 2 is not a natural number. So, how many elements are there in that? How many elements of x are there which satisfies these two conditions such that it is a natural number and x plus 2 equal to 0? Absolutely 0. No element in this universe will satisfy this equation provided that it is a natural number. So you can once again say B is equal to phi or just an empty brackets. B is an empty set, null set or void set. Okay, let us take one more example. X such that x plus 2 equal to 0. Now I am not keeping any restrictions on x. So you know that x will be minus 2. So you know that B in roster form is minus 2. Now tell me, is it an empty set? No. Why? Because it is having an element minus 2 inside that. So it is no more an empty set. It is having some elements, that is one element. So whenever you have only one element inside the set, whenever you have only one element in that set, it is called singleton set. What it is called? It is called singleton set. What is singleton set? A set consisting of one and only one number in that. One and only one number in this one. Okay. C is an x such that x is an even prime number. X is an even prime. So how many numbers are there which are even and which are also prime? Except 2, no other number will satisfy this one. 2 is the only even number we are having. 2 is the only even number we are having. So no other element will satisfy. So we can write in the roster form, that is C equal to 2. So this is also a roster form. This is also a singleton set. Singleton set. Yes or no? The next one we'll talk about equivalent set. Equivalent. So before going to equivalent, we will see what is cardinality of a set. What is cardinality of a set? Cardinality means number of elements in that set. Number of elements in that set. What is the cardinality of a null set? What is the cardinality of null set? It is simply 0. If that set is A, so n of A, we write in this way, n of A is equal to 0. Cardinality means number of elements in set A, that is 0 here. Let us say just the set A has 3 elements, 1, 2, 3. If you want to write in set builder form, x such that x is a natural number less than 4, less than or equal to 3, whatever it is. So what is the number n of A for this one? N of A is 3. Number of elements in this 3. Let us say one more set B, which is 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. So what is n of B? How many elements are there in set B? Again 3. When the cardinality of two sets are equal, this equal number can be 0, 1, 1, 2, whatever it is. It cannot be negative number. Why it cannot be negative number? Because this is number of elements. Number of elements cannot be negative, right? So whenever two sets having the same cardinality number, or the number of elements are same, then we say these two sets are equivalent sets. These two sets are called equivalent sets. Now you can ask me, sir, are there any sets called equal sets? People, equal means they are equal. No other chance for that. Equal means all the elements should be equal. All the elements should be equal. I will give you that. What are equal sets? What are equivalent? Cardinality should be same. Number of elements should be same. Now we will see what are equal sets. What are equal sets? I will say set A as 1, 2, 3 and set B as x such that x is natural number and x is less than or equal to 3. We have two sets A and B. 1, 2, 3 are the elements in set A. If you carefully observe, set B also has few elements which are natural numbers and less than or equal to 3. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2 and 3. Are these two equal? Equal in the sense all the elements in A should be there in B. All the elements in A should be there in B. Is it satisfying that? Yes. All the elements 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, all the elements are there. Then we say such type of sets are equal sets. Such type of sets are equal sets. Okay, so simply A is equal to B. Simply A is equal to B. This is equal sets. All the elements are equal. As all the elements are equal, what about its cardinality number? As all the elements are equal, so number of elements will also be same. Yes or no? You can observe that. Number of elements are 3, number of elements are 3. Only then we can go and check whether these are equal sets or not. If you have 4 elements here, so no point in saying equal or equivalent sets. So cardinality number is also same for equal sets. Cardinality number is also same for equal sets. That means all equal sets can also come under equivalent sets. Can also come under equivalent sets. What about just this example before? A is 1, 2, 3 and we wrote B as 4, 5, 6. And I said the number of elements are 3, number of elements are 3. These two are equivalent sets. Cardinality is equal, so we say equivalent sets. Are these two equal sets? No. You can see that. Not the same elements are there. So these two are not equal sets. That means all equal sets can be equivalent, but not all equivalent sets will be equal sets. Cardinality number may be equal, but the elements are not equal. So these are not equal sets. These are just equivalent sets. But whenever you say two sets are equal, definitely number of elements will also be equal, and definitely you can say those sets are also equivalent. So as we came to this extent, talking about the number of elements, we'll see two more that is finite set and infinite set. Finite set and infinite set. I will give you an example. Natural numbers and the set of all natural numbers. How many elements are there here? How many elements are there here? Can you say me? Infinite elements are there. Infinite elements are there. Okay. So this type of sets where you have infinite elements are called infinite sets. Set of A is a set of all natural numbers less than 5. Less than or equal to 5. So I am also including 5. How many elements are here? Only 5. Finite number. It is a finite number. Yes or no? So these are called finite elements. Finite means not only 5. It may be 10, 100, 1000, 1 crore, 1 lakh, whatever it is. But those are finite. Those are not infinite. That means it goes on forever. If you say the last number is, let us say 100 crores. I will add 1 to that. 100 crores plus 1. 100 crores plus 2 plus 3. Again 100 crores plus 100 crores. Yes or no? It has no end. Those type of sets are called infinite sets, and wherever there is an end point, we say those are finite sets. So let us quickly see a few examples on all these types of sets. Okay, so quickly we will see one more example, and we will try to bring inside this one which functions or which sets are finite sets, which are infinite, which are equal, which are equivalent. All this we will see in the same set. See here, set A consists of all the elements x such that x belongs to integer. What is the meaning of integer? What is the meaning of z? Z is an integer. If at all you are confused, I will tell all those ones. N represents natural numbers, W represents whole numbers, Z integers, Q rational numbers, Q plus positive rational number, Z plus positive integers. Next, irrational numbers, which we represent with T, and rational and irrational numbers as well as all those are called real numbers R. Okay, all those, not only rational and irrational, all these numbers club together to form real numbers. And one more, after real numbers, we also have something called complex numbers that we are not going to see now. Let us come back to the present question. See, set A is the element x, which is an integer, such that it satisfies x square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. X square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. What is the meaning of x square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0? That means x is the root of this equation. How can we solve that one? Okay, so we can factorize this one. X square minus 2x minus 3x plus 6 equal to 0. So x into x minus 2 minus 3 into x minus 2 equal to 0. Yes or no? I'm just taking x common from here, from these two, and minus 3 common from these two. As I take minus 3, I will be left with minus 2, not with plus 2. Please don't make a mistake here. So it is x minus 2 into x minus 3 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 2 or x is equal to 3. X is equal to or x is equal to 3. So A has the elements 2 and 3. A has the elements 2 and 3. What about B? B is again an integer where x square is even. X square is even for which integers? For all even integers, the square will be even. 2 square, 4 square, 6 square, 8 square, 10 square, 12 square, minus 2, minus 4, minus 6, 0. Yes and no, all these numbers are integers and their square is also even number. 1 square, is it an even? No, odd. 3 square, 5 square, 7 square, everything. All these are not even numbers. So set B will have the elements like from minus infinity, next minus 4, minus 2, 0, 2, 4 and so on. 2, 4, 6, 8, all those numbers will come. What about C? It is an integer where x square is equal to 36. X square equal to 36, you know that? X is equal to plus or minus 6. X is equal to plus or minus 6. So minus 6 and 6. And the last one, integer greater than minus 10. So D will be integer greater than minus 10. So minus 9, minus 8. Don't write all the numbers in this way, like minus 11, minus 2. All those numbers are less than minus 10. Greater than minus 10 means minus 9, minus 8, minus 7, so on, 0, so on, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on till infinity. Yes or no? Let us see some cases here. Which all are finite sets? Which all are finite sets? I am talking only about finite. That means the number of elements should be finite. So set A has only 2 elements, set C has 2 elements, whereas B and D has infinite elements. B and D has infinite elements. So infinite sets. If you want to find for infinite sets, you can go for B and D. Equal sets. Any equal sets possible here? Any equal sets possible? That means the same element should occur in both the sets. No set is there in this way. Equivalent sets. What is equivalent? The number of elements should be same. Number of elements should be same. So if you can here observe, A and C has number of elements equal to 2. So n of A is equal to n of C. So you can say that A comma C are equivalent sets. Why not equal sets? Because the elements are different. The elements are different. So we are not going to consider them in equal sets. So understood, this is about types of sets. More questions on this one are given in the description for your practice. Thank you so much. We will meet in the next lecture.